Parents in the bush often face a heartbreaking choice of whether or not to send their children away to boarding school. To raise awareness of the struggle, one Northern Territory mother has embarked on an epic journey on horseback.
Australia's most remote cattle station is a long way from Darwin, and these women are doing the 1,000 kilometre trip on horseback.
We've been travelling for about 800 kilometres now. We're at Pine Creek, Pussycat Flats. We're on day 24, so of our 31-day ride. Nearly there.
Tiani Cook homeschools her 4 children on the family's property Supplejack by distance education. She's following the same route she usually takes by car to get her daughter to sit exams in Darwin.
I've driven that road through to Darwin, the 1,000 Ks, many times with my second youngest daughter. Some of the things that you miss in the car is just incredible.
School is also a challenge for Tiani Cook's 15-year-old daughter, Kiralee.
My daughter might only see her classmates 4 times a year if she's lucky, and I mean that's if the road's passable and she can get to town.
What keeps you going out there?
I think it's very easy to feel alone when you're, living out in the bush and raising your children. And, but then you think about everybody who's in the same situation as you and you don't feel so alone.
Kiralee wants to follow her passion for art to university one day, but until then, the family's decided she'll finish high school on the property, not at boarding school.
I like more realistic and a bit of scenery.
Digital.
I've tried to get into digital.
Digital
what
art.
I started getting
digital
into.
art.
Tiani's story is far from an isolated one. The Cooks are amongst many families going the extra mile and a costly route to educate their children.
Kids in the bush tend to go through distance education probably in a more primary and middle years phase, and then many families would opt to send their kids to boarding school.
The Bowman family on Willaroo Station know how hard it is to send children away to board interstate. Linda Bowman homeschooled her children up until Year 9 before they were sent more than 2,000 kilometres away to a boarding school in central Queensland.
Definitely miss their presence and miss their... I miss them.
Across the border, her children often feel the same pain.
It's getting easier to say goodbye and all of that to my family, but it's still a bit hard when I get to school.
Saying goodbye after visits can be gut-wrenching, but the Bowmans say it's a sacrifice worth making.
Yeah, I would much prefer to have an educated child than an uneducated child, so putting them on the plane to go to school is what I do for my kids.
Whether children stay on property or leave for an education, the impact on families is huge. That's the message Tiani Cook hopes to get out.
What we're endeavouring to do is just raise awareness so that people know that there are families in the bush, they're trying to get the very best education for their children, but they want to continue with their lifestyle in the way that they want to continue with their businesses.
After 4 weeks in the saddle, Tiani Cook finally arrives to a welcome party in Darwin, and her body is starting to feel the pain.
I just didn't realise that my butt would still get sore on the very last day, but it actually does.
A pain in the butt that Tiani Cook says is definitely worth having. Diana Damjanovic, ABC News, Darwin.